7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey loves, so welcome back to Demon Girls Cafe, and today we're going to be making homemade pecan praline. Now, I am dedicating this video to my favorite man in the world, my grandfather. Yeah, I thought I was going to say my husband, but he is one of my favorite men in the world. But this is for my grandfather. Granddad was a good old country boy. I didn't call him grandfather, I called him daddy. Because he essentially raised me. My father was not very involved in my life, and ever since I can remember, my grandfather has always been there for me. When he was here, he was completely my knight and shining armor. He was always there to save me from myself and the people around me who were mistreating me. And I was definitely his favorite. Everybody knows it, that's why they hate me. But no, seriously, he gave me, I'm not gonna cry, he definitely gave me the strength to be myself and gave me all the tools that I needed to be successful in life. And he always told me that you're different, not everybody is gonna understand, you're a little crazy, that's okay, because I love you and God loves you, and one day you're gonna make somebody a beautiful wife, and let's just hope that you don't kill him. But he was always there for me up until the very end. He was there for me. The days leading up to him passing on to the next life, we spent a lot of time talking at home before he went to the hospital, and he gave me some things to live by. And these are the type of conversations that we had never had, but I'm glad that we had them. And I'm glad that I got to spend a couple of my adult years with him, not being a child, but being an adult. But he definitely gave me a lot of courage to be myself in a world where it wasn't always easy. I'm nothing like most of the people. I want to say most of my family members. I've always been a little loud, rambunctious, very outspoken. I kind of always had my own ideas. I never really followed like what everybody else was following or how they were doing things. I wasn't one to keep secrets. I didn't live my life in the dark. Whatever I was going to do, I was going to do it, and everybody was going to see it, honey. It was going to be on full display. And he always gave me the courage to be bold and to be beautiful and to be eccentric. And I will never ever, even if he was alive, there will be nothing that I could repay him for making me feel comfortable in a world that made me feel so uncomfortable. So, I don't want to cry, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into this video. We already have everything set up. Our pan is getting hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just jump right into this video. So what you want to do first is you want to start by putting your heavy cream in to a pan, steam, because like I said, the pan was already heating up because it's a hot plate, so I wanted to make sure that it was, getting there first. So make sure, oh Lord y'all, the camera done cut off again. I just been having technical difficulties, honey. Alright, so we went ahead and we have placed our heavy cream into the pot. And now we're going to go ahead and place our sugar in there, honey. Our salt. Vanilla. And cornstarch. Now you want to, for this recipe, you want to make sure that you use light brown sugar and light corn syrup. And you also want to make sure that you have a wooden spoon. Anytime that you're making candy, you want to make sure you have a wooden spoon and a candy thermometer. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and just stir this to make sure that you don't have any lumps, and if you do, Then you want to kind of get them out. And you want to stir this. And you want to let it come up to a boil. And then you want to make sure you have a good candy thermometer. I don't really trust the water method because I'm not that good at it, honey. I'll be to mess something up. So I just stick with this good old-fashioned candy thermometer. And that's what we're going to use to keep in touch with the temperature of this candy. So what I'm going to do is just keep stirring it. And I have it on medium high. Because once it starts to boil, honey, you do not want to stir it. You just want to leave it alone. Once it gets up to the temperature you want it at and it's boiling, you just want to leave it alone. Let it do its thing. Just let it chill. Don't touch it. Don't babysit, but stay close by. You know, you want to watch but not watch. But you definitely don't want to stir it at that point. So we're going to let this come up to a boil. And as soon as it starts to boil, I'm going to come back and we're going to place the thermometer in here and we're going to watch it come up to the temperature that we need it to. I'm not sure, I think it's soft boiling stage and that's like 230. It's soft boil stage. So that's what we want to do. So we're going to let this come on up to a boil. It's starting to simmer now. And then when it gets up to 230, then we're going to cut it off, add in the butter, and don't stir. And then we're going to wait for it to come back down to a particular temperature. And then we're going to add in the pecans and we're going to stir for about a good 7 minutes. So this video is not going to be super long. So y'all, we're going to make praline. I don't know. I'm trying something new. Food has always been a source of therapy for me. So now I feel more comfortable talking a little bit more intimate about particular family members. So I'm dedicating, like I said previously, the holiday videos to my family members that I like. You know. That's it. So I got to call and get 2 more recipes from a couple more people. And 4 more recipes. And hopefully I can finish the holiday video with those recipes. But yeah, let's go. I'll come back as soon as it starts. Alright y'all, we have our thermometer in here and it says, you know, at this point you're supposed to keep stirring until it comes up to 234, 230, around in that area, because at that point it will be at the soft boiling stage, which is when we need to remove it from the heat. And you're supposed to keep stirring at this stage. So make sure you keep stirring, honey. It's getting there. And it's hot, so be careful. It's at 220. I'm going to turn it around so you guys can see. And you can smell it cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this right here, mitten. And when it does hit that point, I'm going to take it off and just set it on the mitten. And then we're going to add in our cube of butter. And then we're going to wait for the temperature to come back down. And then we're going to add in our pecans. It's still at like 220. It comes up to temperature really fast. But then when you get to like the 230 mark, it takes a little bit of time. But you definitely want to keep stirring. I would have used a smaller pan, but I needed a big one so you guys could see what was going on inside of the pot. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure to treat me nice. And you got to stay with it now, honey. You got to stir it. haven't made pecan praline in a long time. I've made peanut praline, but I haven't made pecan in a long time. Honey, you got to work with this. You got to stay on it. You can't be scared, honey. You can't be scared. So after this, I have decided that I am going to do the crock pot ham video. I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough videos to get you guys through the holidays, and if you have some ideas, some things, you know. But I'm trying to get a lot of the cake, because this is the majority of the time of the year when I'm doing a lot of my baking. And I know that people want a lot of holiday things. Y'all, I have been on the search, honey, for a tube pan. Hopefully by the time y'all see this video, I found one. I think I'm gonna have to go and order one on Amazon, honey, because I cannot find them in the store. And the ones I keep finding are not the old-fashioned kind, honey. I don't need no 9-point nothing. I need a whole 10-inch that lifts up with the 2-piece, honey. I need the real McCoy, honey. So I found one, and I'm gonna go ahead and order it. Like, I was gonna go buy myself some makeup, but you don't know, I got enough makeup for now. But I'm gonna go ahead and order the pan. It's almost at soft boil, y'all. It's getting there. But I just want y'all to see, you know, you got to stay with it when it's getting to this point, because it's boiling. It's boiling, honey. It's boiling. Make sure you scrape down the side of the pan too. But you really gotta stay with it, baby. Oh, come on, honey. We're almost there. It's getting there. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. It really does smell good. Jesus. I hope they love me tomorrow. Well, it's tomorrow, today at 11:30. I hope they like me, y'all. Merry Christmas, baby. Show the tree nice. The one thing I miss about having my grandfather during the holidays, y'all. So, you know, his thing is he would give out money. He didn't really buy Christmas gifts because it was too many of us. So what he would do is he would go to the farmer's market and he would buy cases of the most beautiful oranges, apples, pears, and he would put them in like cloth, like little bags, and he would put a $10 bill. He would start with the little kids. They would get like a $5 bill, and then the medium age would get like 10, 20, and then get to 50, and then if you were like a college kid, you would get like $100. But he was always aware of his family. He was very aware. He would buy like the big case. We had this place called Cash and Carry. It's still open in Mobile, but he would go there and he would buy the big cases of Hershey's chocolate bars and peppermint and nuts and stuff. All right, y'all, we are officially at 2:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, turn it off. I'm not gonna stir it. I'm gonna stir it one more time because after I put the butter in here, I'm not supposed to stir it anymore. So you just want to put the butter in and and just kind of leave it. And you want to just leave it alone for about 20 or 30 minutes until it comes down to the proper temperature. Let this set until the temperature decreases to where I need it, which is going to be a little hard. Okay, so my thermometer is still in there. So yeah, we're gonna let that cool down for about, I think it's like 20 minutes. Let me check. 20 minutes. About 35 minutes or until it hits 150 degrees. So yeah, we're gonna wait it out, honey, and then I'll be right back. And we're gonna add in the pecans, and then we're gonna make the little droplets, and once they're hard, then we'll come back and close out the video. Alright, y'all, so it has gotten down to 150. I made one mistake. I added the caramel in a little sooner than what I was, I mean, not the caramel. I added the vanilla in too soon. And sorry, my monitor was not on. I could not see what was going on. But, okay, so we back. So, I hope everything goes fine. So, it says that we need to stir it for, make sure y'all can see, for 7 minutes. So, we're going to keep stirring for 7 minutes. And it says to drop them with a tablespoon on parchment paper. Using a teaspoon. So that's what we're gonna do. I have my parchment paper behind me, and we gotta stir for 7 minutes, y'all, or until it has a glossy look. But you definitely need to make sure that you're using a wooden spoon for this process. And you're gonna need some arm muscles because this stuff is thick, honey. I hope that it sets. I was supposed to put the caramel in last. That was my bad. It was supposed to go in with the butter, but I think it'll be okay. I think sometimes, if I'm not mistaken, the reason you don't put the flavor and stuff in is to last because you don't want it to boil out. But I think this will be okay. You gotta stir this stuff, honey. I've been stirring about 2 minutes now. This is not for the faint of heart. Alright, y'all, I don't know. Let me grab my paper. And my tablespoon, teaspoon. And let's just do a quick, it's getting hard already. Now, I think it might be time. See, my caramel, I don't know what I be doing wrong, y'all, but mine's always clumps up. So what I'm going to do is add in a little heavy cream, because sometimes when you look at recipes, it tells you one thing, and when you do that, you end up with caramel clumps instead of a smooth caramel that you can spread. And see, now it's getting that candy consistency again. So remember, if your caramel starts to do something funky, add a little bit heavy cream into it. And it'll get back to that mixture, because I think it might have cooled too much. And I don't think this one needs really 7 minutes of stirring. This is the consistency you need it to be so that it'll drop. Let me get that. So if you ever feel like something is going wrong with your caramel or something, scrape down the side. Because it's supposed to drop. It's not supposed to be hard like that. Alright, so and we just have to let it sit and harden. And it says use tablespoon, teaspoon size pieces. See, that's why I like to, when I do videos like this, I like y'all to see like how you can fix your recipes, because some people would panic, and that's all you have to do. It's just, you know, when you playing with candy like that, sometimes it can go stiff on you. And that's why a lot of people get discouraged about making candy. But don't get discouraged. I'm not making real small pieces. I'm making, because it says you're supposed to be able to get like, you know, if you make them small, you should be able to get like 3.5 dozen. I really don't like them that small. Do a couple small pieces. But yeah, don't be afraid to make a mistake. I might put a little bit too much on that one. So we're gonna put out another piece of parchment paper. Sorry y'all, I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. But that's okay. This is hilarious. Alright. I want to get at least a dozen. Or a dozen and a half. Alright y'all, so I'm not going to spend all the time like making y'all watch me place them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these sit, and when they harden, I'm going to come back and show you how they turned out. People never tell you like how to fix stuff like this. They just assume that it's ruined, but it's not. Candy is very temperamental, so I try to always, when I am making something like this, I try to like have my nerves steady, because it's not easy, and it can be difficult, and it can make you be like, oh my god, I just wasted my money, what did I do? But yeah. Alright guys, so I got about 2 more to get out. I should have made them smaller, oh well. I just wanted to do this video for you guys and have another little treat to take to the party today. And And like I told y'all before, I do better when I bulk film for some reason. Whoop. Whoop. Let me get another piece of paper. I do better when I bulk film for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. And it's not easy making praline, y'all. It's really not. It's not. That's why people don't make it, and that's why it's so expensive. Like, pecan praline is so expensive, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let me go ahead and just let this set, and I'll be back to show y'all the finished product. Hey, loves, so we're back and we're finished with the praline. It has now set. It is beautiful. It's tasty. I'm not trying to eat it all, but I want to look at eat it all, but I'm not gonna eat it all because I don't want to be a big girl, but I like being a big girl. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. That's my favorite Christmas song. She was just a sexy woman. I love her. Comment down below if you know who I'm talking about. How many of you guys know that the Catwoman on the original Batman was actually a black woman? Wow. Hi. So yeah, this is what the praline looks like, y'all. It is so beautiful. It smells delicious. As y'all can see, like I said, if it start doing something real strange for some change and it get real thick too quick, just take a little bit of heavy cream and go back through it really slow and smooth it out. And then you can go ahead and spray it. It'll get that sheeny consistency. What I did is I might have beat it a little bit too long. And by the time I started to beat it, it had went below 150 a little bit. So make sure you start to mix it at 150. Make sure that you add your vanilla and butter at the same time. I added mine in the boiling process. I'm glad the candy did come together, but learn from my mistakes. What else? Other than that, it came out fine. This is supposed to be a soft praline. It's not like a real hard one. I like the southern style that's soft. It's really delicious. So when you see that sheen coming on there, stop. If you let it cool down, you might if you let it cool down too quick and then you try to beat it, it'll get a little dry. It'll start to bead like y'all saw. Just add a little bit of heavy cream in there and start mixing it into that sheen comes back around, that shine, and you'll be fine. But yes, these are the pralines. I should have made them a little bit smaller, but I like them a little chunky-ish, a little big, you know, like little thickums like me. But with that being said, it is delicious. It is absolutely fantastic and delicious. So with that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you guys back here in a couple of days. I got a ham in the crock pot. I went ahead and decided to do a crock pot ham video for y'all. So you guys will be getting a double back video this week coming up. But yeah, I love this candy. It's so delicious. My husband loves it. So I'm going to take a couple pictures, do a couple screenshots, post it on the gram. Post it on the gram. Post it on the gram. She's back. She's back. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for so much love and support. Remember to treat people the way you want to be treated. It's the holidays. So give love and be willing to receive love. And don't let the haters dull your shine. If you see a hater, be like, bye-bye, hater. You know, I got a big hater who came from the Windy City. But I'm gonna ignore her, honey. She ain't gonna stop my shine. I'm just gonna call the police on her. Becky. But, let me get my butt out of here. I love y'all. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Remember, food is love. And give everybody hugs. Hug me. I'll see y'all later.